guys, it's 2bricks, and I'm back with a very fun and cool set review today, which is The Office. I just can't believe that The Office exists as an official Lego product, and I have it in front of me. It's absolutely crazy. I just really never thought we would get this. And yeah, so I'm going to be kind of showing it to you guys today and taking you through kind of a guided tour of The Office itself, checking out all the different Easter eggs and fun little references, taking a look at the absolute whopper selection of minifigures. I'll show you guys the sheer amount of stickers and extra pieces and swappable elements that we have here. This is an absolute whopper of a set. So yeah, I'm really excited to get in and kind of show you all the nitty gritty of it, let you know who I think this is a good set for, and if I think it is a success after all of these years of wanting to get our hands on a set based on the show. Let's see how it all turned out. As with a lot of our Lego Ideas sets here, we have a very nice, unique looking instruction manual with some good front box art. We have some different articles, I guess, and different little opinion pieces about the significance of the show, about the Legoification of it, and it's really fun. So, you know, there's always something, it's always nice to see something that you can kind of read and dig into as a supplemental bit of material to the set, and I really appreciate that. So kudos on that. And I've gone and knocked over Kelly. My apologies, Kelly. So here we have the absolute crazy amount of extra pieces that are included with the set. This is all of it right here. And a lot of this includes really interesting new parts like this green bar with the stud on the end that is new in the green color, and we get a couple of extras of those. Complete set of extra shurikens. You know, obviously the brick separator in there, some additional mung beans, just an absolute ton of extra stuff in here, and I'm really happy to have that. So yeah, it's really good value as a interesting little parts pack, and that's one of the things that I really enjoy about this set. And we also have a bunch of swappable elements here, and I will show you guys as we go through the tour of the actual office where those go and what you can do with those. So let's dive in and take a look at the actual set. So starting off around the back end of the set here, we have the Dunder Mifflin sign there, which is a large sticker applied to a single brick. And I've just placed Michael Scott in here because he's very excited to get the day started because he loves being at the office. And then we just have a simple brown door here, which lets you in, and one of these really nice 1x2x5 brick tall single bricks there in the clear, which represents the window. A very nice piece to get. So yeah, while I'm back here, I can just kind of show you. They did a really nice job of keeping the exteriors here nice and plain colored, and you don't get any weird funky bricks sticking through. So it's all very nice and clean, and if you're looking at it from the back, it's not distracting or weird. So yeah, let's go on into the office itself. So coming in through that door, we can see here the little seating area for guests and people who are visiting the office. We have the larger gray couch there, which everybody jumps on and does parkour. And then we have the smaller one off to the side, and a really nice build here for the little side table with the plant and a little side table with a lamp. Just really fleshing out, you know, those little details are what make this set so fun. And then all of the different plaques, paintings, and pictures, which I'm sure, of course, also contain some references to interesting things from the show. Just to clarify, I'm not the most hardcore fan to the point where I know every single tiny, minute detail about the show. I've seen it many times. It's a fun, comforting thing to put on in the background. But yeah, I'm not like for example, I'm not going to be able to tell you what exactly this is a reference to, but I do appreciate it. I can tell that it looks right, and I can tell that this is The Office. So they have a couple of really awesome builds down in here for the small recycling bin using some trans clear quarter round tiles, which I really appreciate. There's a very clever little build in here for the coat rack or hat stand or whatever you want to call that, which relies on a recolored plant root piece here, or branch piece in black, which I really love. And then we have the umbrella there, and the satchel bag, which I think belongs to Jim, just hanging up, looking really great. Yeah, the little inkjet printer build here is really fun, and I like that there's a slot where you could potentially place a 1x2 tile representing some paper going in and out of that. And looking at it from this side, we can see there's a fun little build here for filing cabinets, a recycling bin, a shredder. There's this fun kind of technique here for the manila folder type stacks that we have all throughout the office, and I like that they went with you know, all different shades of, there's tan, light yellow, dark tan, even the new flesh color in there to really kind of make those feel like realistic stacks of files and folders and stuff. There's a build here for a lamp, which is also covering another one of these little plaque, achievement award type of dealies in there. And then I think the build here for the desk is really, really nice. The curvature works very well. The multi kind of tiered look of the desk, I'll give you guys a look at that from the other side in a second. But yeah, all the little accessories, the candy bowl and the reception plaque, it all looks great. The little pen here with the cup is just loose, so another loose item that when you're moving the set around will probably fall or get kind of knocked over. But I'd rather have it than not. And a great little build back here for the old copier with the tray here that you can lift up, and a great use of the window piece in there for the part where you actually put the paper down. Fantastic. So really happy with that. Let's take a look at Pam's desk from the other side. And then yeah, we can see here Pam is actually one of the few people in the office doing some actual work-related tasks, because her computer screen is very boring and filled with actual like applications and things. Which I love to see. We have one of the few printed elements in here, which is the keyboard. We get a bunch of those in the set, I believe 6 or 7. I actually did get a misprinted one, which I'll show you later on, but it's a shame. But yeah, it looks really good. And I love the representation for the mouse there, using the half-round gray tile. That's a genius use of that to represent a computer mouse. And of course here we can see also each desk comes with a gray telephone, and they all use the same clear back sticker for the display and the buttons there. This one is unique though because it's pitched at an angle. Most of the other ones are flat on the desk. And I think it looks really great. Yeah, there is some variation on the phones, but most of them rely on the same clear back sticker here. So there's that. Pam's chair can swivel because it's on just a single stud, so it can actually rotate. And that's about all there is to see with that. I was annoyed to find that there isn't really a good specific studded in location to place Pam's beloved green teapot. There's just kind of an awkward amount of space for certain things. You can maybe, if you scooch this, no, that doesn't go down. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really a convenient spot. You could just kind of nestle it in here next to the keyboard, I guess. That kind of works. It'll keep it sort of pinned in place. So yeah, there is at least room to place the teapot. And then looking behind reception here, we have the kind of indication of some of the accounting area, which is a shame that we didn't get full desks and a full area for this, but at least they put kind of a nod to it there. So we have some Dunder Mifflin, letterhead, or I guess could this be for a sale or something? I don't know. We have some Dunder Mifflin official paper here. More of these great manila folder stacks and things here, looking really effective. A bunch of drawers which you can place things into, but they are empty as of right now. But I really like the combo between the sand blue down in here and the white drawers. They look great. And then we have a little area where Angela has been keeping her cat in secret inside of this closable filing cabinet. It's pretty cool that it fits in there exactly right. I didn't realize you could fit a cat in one of these. And there you go. So I bet the Lego designers were very happy when they saw that would work too. And then yeah, here's that copier from the other side. Here's a little kind of exit tray here. Just such a great little build. I'm really, really happy with this particular one. And also this plant build right here is a very ingenious use of a lot of different new parts, like or recolors of parts. So as I was pointing out in the spares earlier on, you have this 45-degree angle bar piece here in green. We have these specialized plate with bar extensions in dark green. As far as I know, those have never been done before, and it's a really great looking plant build, and I'm very happy with that. And then moving on down, we have Dwight Schrute's desk here, and we have a little fun build here for some shelving with a ton of different items on it. I don't know what exactly all of these are meant to be, but it has a really great impression overall when you look at it. It really looks like a well-used, stocked, shelved area there with lots of different personal items and things on it. Of course, the Jello using the printed element there for Dwight's stapler being encased in Jello, which I love. The color on that is absolutely perfect. Then for Dwight's desk here, we just have a coffee mug, the nod to the Dwight bobblehead, which I was a little sad to see didn't have any kind of detailing or printing on it to indicate that Dwight is doing some research here to do with Schrute Farms, which of course is his business that he opens up towards the later seasons of the show. And then another build for the phone here using that same sticker piece, printed keyboard, and a mouse. And then inside of the drawers, we have a little nod to Dwight's love of weaponry with a hidden shuriken. If you watch the show, Dwight places hidden weapons all over the office just waiting for the day that he can be some kind of a local hero and take down a bad guy using his secret weapons stash. Floor is just coming up a little bit there. And then he also has the build here for the rotating chair. And I like the way that they've indicated the sort of the wheelie part of these, these normal kind of standard office type chairs using the radar dish piece there. I think that works really, really effectively. And then there's a little hidden Easter egg on the other side of Dwight's desk, which I'll show you now. So behind this stack of boxes here, there is a little 1x space here where there's a gap that is designed to accommodate this medieval sword, which again is another one of Dwight's hidden weapons. So you place that down in there, and then he's just placed a couple of additional trays and boxes and things over the top to hide those away. I'll just replace the plant here. Sorry about that, planty. And there you go. So you have a weapon down there that only Dwight and now you, the builder, knows about. Then for Jim Halpert's desk, we have an empty cup here, or a spot for placing a pen or something. Another fairly boring computer screen here, which is fine. You know, Jim actually does work when he's not pranking Dwight. A little build for a lamp. Some, I think these are supposed to be Post-its in the turquoise color. Another identical phone build, keyboard and mouse. And then in the drawers here, there is a little Easter egg. Let me just move the chair out of the way. And so down in there we have the wedding ring, which in the show, I believe Jim said that he bought that like 2 weeks after meeting Pam because he just loved her immediately. How sweet. So yeah, that's a fun little Easter egg. And I like that they've gone to the trouble of placing little things in and around the different desks and not just kind of replicating the desks in a boring way. So that's really nice. And back here we have Phyllis's desk, and this is another one that has a nice shelf build here with, again, a ton of different random items and stuff indicated here. This is a different build from the other side. And then on top of here we have a stacked box, and I'm not sure what this build represents, but I love getting one of these minifig heads in just the plain unprinted variety there. I'm sure that that'll come back to me later and I'll remember what that's a reference to. And then on Phyllis's screen, we have the Bob Vance Refrigeration website. So I guess she's looking in and seeing how business is going with her husband. And then tucked away behind the desk here, we have the indication of all of the Valentines that Bob Vance was sending to Phyllis one year, making all the other ladies in the office annoyed. And then the same build here again for the phone, keyboard, swivel chair, etc. And there is space here in the drawers where you could place the extra set of chopsticks, which are meant to represent knitting needles, which Phyllis likes to do her crocheting or her knitting or needlepoint or whatever it is that she does. So there's room in there that you can tuck one of those away. And here we have the last two desks in this stack of main floor kind of desks here. So this one belongs to Stanley Hudson, and we have a fun little nod there with the blue roller skate piece to a sort of I think it's a puzzle that he has on his desk with a bunch of little toy cars on it. And you have to figure out how to, I guess, maneuver them into place or something like that. Another identical phone build, same here on Ryan's desk. And then I got my smeared keyboard tile piece there, which I'm very frustrated about. I think it just got jostled in the printing process. But I will contact Lego and get another one of those sent out. That's no problem. I actually cannot tell what the reference is of what he's looking at on his computer screen here. I've looked at it and I've Googled it, and I just couldn't figure out what it is. It looks like a man with his hair on fire using a power drill or a jackhammer or something like that. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will let me know down in the comments, and I'm sure I'll kick myself once you guys let me know what it is. And then in here we have a nickel, a silver coin with a 5 printed on it. That is reference to, well, potentially 2 references, but it's when Dwight has his shoot bucks, which is the currency that he invents. Stanley says, well, I'll counter that by giving you 1 billion Stanley nickels to go away and leave me alone. So that's a fun little nod to that. But also in real life, the actor who plays Stanley has like a crypto coin or something like that. And that could also be a sneaky reference to that as well. So then next to that, we have Ryan's desk. Again, very boring. He's very much a corporate climber. And so he's just got the Dunder Mifflin website, very austere desk, not much going on there. He's got the lamp and standard phone and a nicely printed keyboard this time. I don't believe there's anything in these drawers to look at this time around. Because like I said, Ryan is just interested in climbing the corporate ladder. And so yeah, no personal effects. Also, it doesn't help for the fact that Ryan doesn't ever plan to be at the office for very long, since he's supposed to be just a temp. He's a temp for like, what, 3 seasons? So that's just that. So yeah, that covers all of the main desks. Let me just adjust here the angle and give you a look down at the main floor here. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and obviously once you populate it with minifigures, it looks even better. And then just the final build off to the side here, we have the flaming trash can. Sorry, let me just adjust one more time. Flaming trash can here that Dwight sets on fire to, basically get everyone on their toes. A nice little build here for some drawers, a stapler, more manila folders, and a plant with the dark green leaves there, which I really, really appreciate the inclusion of that. And then finally back here, an Easter egg reference to which alludes to Andy Bernard, who is sadly missing from this set, but that time that he punched a hole in the wall. And they actually do include a standard white brick as well. If you want to just build that wall without the hole in it, you can do so. So that was, again, another really nice touch. And I'm going to give you a look at the conference room here, but I just wanted to point out that I really like that they put these different types of blinds stickers in here. There's 3 different varieties used throughout, or I guess two on the larger stickers here for the blinds and 2 different ones for the windows. So yeah, I thought that was a really nice touch, because they definitely did not need to do that, and it just creates a lot more life and a lot more fun and interest visually there. So yeah, this is the conference room. I really like that they included this, and I really like the different little Easter eggs and things that they've placed in here. So we have this little drawing pad on a nice build here for a tripod, which is really simple but really effective. It's using these the shield piece here, the claw, and then those 2 studded the stud with bar extension pieces. So it makes for a really effective build for that. And there's actually a swappable one. So this references when Jim and Dwight take over the party planning committee's duties. And this one, I forget. This says, don't bother Luke. So I guess don't do that. Again, there are so many episodes of The Office, and I've watched them all, but they kind of blur after a little while. I love the indication here for the painting on the back. And this little TV stand here is really nice. The legs are left behind, but the DVD there, the logo, there's actually 2 alternate stickers for this, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, this is the everybody in the conference room waiting for the logo to hit the corner of the screen there, which is a classic, very memeable moment. And then a really nice print here for the VHS tape. That's actually so glad that was a print, because it's a really, really nice one to get. And the build for the TV is simple but really effective. And same goes for the TV stand. I really like the use of these window pieces to create the sides of the TV stand. That's great. So the 2 additional stickers that you can place on the screen are this one when Corporate Ryan introduces the new Dunder Mifflin Infinity website, and Kelly's very mad, so she throws pizza at the screen. And then there's another one here, which is the Lazy Scranton video that they shoot, and there that is. So I really love the way that all of these stickers are done. The care and attention to detail in the graphic design is really lovely to behold. So yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, there is the conference room. It's pretty basic. You have 6 seats here, which doesn't include enough room back here for the additional seats along the side where Jim and Pam usually sit. And then the final kind of little Easter egg here is the "It is your birthday," which is a reference that is also included here in Kelly Kapoor's birthday cake, the very sad "Happy B-Day" with Kelly's name spelt wrong. So Jim and Dwight definitely did a big fail on that one. And then you can actually swap this sticker out up here for the Diversity Day Take 2. And I say swap the sticker, I mean the piece comes with it, so you could just swap the piece out, but there's a different sticker applied. So yeah, depending on which scene you want to recreate, there's a couple of options for you there. And finally, we come around to Michael Scott's office, which is fully removable here from the set. It just slides in really nice and smooth on a couple of rails there. And this has, so many different Easter eggs and things just within it. This absolutely needed to be a separate build, and I'm so glad that they chose to do it this way, because honestly, if Lego had just produced this vignette as a set, I would have been happy. The fact that we got the whole office is incredible, but this is such a special section of the whole thing. So again, obviously absolutely packed with details. Here we got the painting and the poster here for motivational poster, the golden ticket thing that Michael did that backfired horribly, the World's Best Boss mug, of course, and the Dundee Award. We have the little identical side build to the one that's in the kind of reception area there for the table with the lamp on it. We have 3 chairs here, so you can place multiple figures doing different things in this office alongside Michael. On the side here we have, again, more like really nicely stocked up little shelving units there, which I really appreciate. And then the globe built on top, which is just a minifig head with a globe pattern on it, which I think is actually really clever. Tiny little build for a lamp there, a little sort of glass, nice display box off to the side, this orb, which is just the standard white, and then we have, I think, a map of Scranton. Nice little build for the plant, this ridiculous eagle and American flag thing off to the side, and this is a certificate of authenticity to Michael Scott that says that he's the owner of it's a watch, I forget exactly what it is. There's a bullhorn back here, and then another small coat stand off to the corner here with a different use of recolored black piece there, which is, these are the Minions hair pieces in black. So that's just a much smaller coat stand as well. And then large cabinetry off to the back here. I'm not sure if this is a reference to something, but there's a fun little, something up there, so it just it breaks up the monotony of it. Lamp, and then finally Michael's desk. He does get the unique sand blue colored chair in there compared to the rest of the office that all has the black ones. And then I'm going to actually pull out his desk separately because it is worthy of showing on its own. So when you pull out the desk, you'll see there is a little, well, it's a poo. I mean, if we're going to be honest, that's what it is. It's a poo. And it's tucked away under his desk, and it's a number of increasing sets in recent years have had nods to poo existing in the Lego world, and this is just the latest one. This is obviously also a reference to an episode where somebody did, in fact, leave a little chocolate surprise in Michael's office. So here is Michael's desk. It has so many Easter eggs just within this area that I absolutely love. We have the MP3 sample clip here of Michael has been trying to download the sad song here for his supposed breakup with Jan, and he's just playing the James Blunt song on loop, that little kind of free segment. We have Jan calling because obviously in the earlier seasons Jan seems to be the main person who calls Michael all the time. The Hiya Buddy post-it here from Pam, and in his desk we have the threat level midnight script here with the illustrated front page there. I think that's absolutely beautiful to behold. Only from the mind of a childlike genius like Michael Scott could that have come. And then, yeah, the fact that they included all of the iconic props, of course they did. They needed to all be in here, and they've done them very faithfully. So fantastic. So there is kind of the overview of the whole of the main office. There it is. And just quickly, before I give you guys a look at all of the individual minifigures, I just wanted to populate the office here with everybody. It just looks so alive and so vibrant, and it's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I think they did an amazing job. They really kind of pushed the boundaries of what you'd expect from a Lego set like this, and they really try to be comprehensive and give you everyone and everything that you would really need to create your fun office adventures. Obviously, there's like a gazillion episodes of the show, and there's no way that there's going to be able to be a reference to every single thing that exists. But I think that the Easter eggs and things that they've put in here and the figure selection is excellent. So yeah, there is the office. Now let's take a look at these individual minifigs. So here we have Michael Scott with his navy blue suit and a check for $340 made out to Science, which he gives to the stripper in that one episode. Michael has his joyful face, which I really love. And he also has an alternate face here where he's sad and annoyed. Maybe Toby has just walked in, or maybe he's just been told that he's fired, or who knows what. There's really a wide range of emotions that Michael Scott has, and I think going kind of extreme with the two facial expressions was the right call, absolutely. And I think they captured the character really, really well. Next up we have Jim, and of course Jim, they absolutely captured perfectly the expression, the hair, the look, the messy kind of tie, the wrinkled shirt. It's perfect. They absolutely nailed it. No critique. The accessory that it comes with, other than the ring, which is hidden in his desk, is this envelope, which looks like he's about to get accepted to Hogwarts. So I actually forget what that's specifically a reference to. Again, it could be many things. And he has this more kind of the Jim looking at the camera face a little bit here, so that's cool. And then also, I guess you could count this brown satchel as a second accessory because he is often seen wearing that over the shoulder bag. So yeah, absolutely love this figure. Great job, Lego. Next up, we have Dwight Schrute, of course. Great print there with the silver metallic printing for the glasses. His obviously sour expression and his mustard yellow shirt and brown suit, fantastic. He has one Schrute buck, of course, his own invented currency there, and that is his official accessory. And also he has an alternate face for when he's doing some kind of scheming and getting up to some mischief. Really nice, like subtle detail in there, like that little line above the eyebrow, and the way that he has the little kind of the chin, kind of wrinkled up chin line there. I do have some blurring that occurred here on the mouth print, but you know, from any reasonable distance, I never even noticed that until just now. But other than that, this is a great looking figure and really captures the character once again. Whoever did the graphic design on the set absolutely nailed each of these characters. Great job. And next up we have Pam Beesly. She's wearing, I believe that is supposed to be a skirt piece there, using the dual molded legs to represent that, and then they're printing on the flesh color for the legs on top of that, which I really think is a good technique. She comes with her beautiful green clay teapot, which I really appreciate also. And then, yeah, the cardigan and everything is printed up really nicely. I do believe that her shirt is supposed to be a light shade of pink, so I don't believe that's just poorly painted white, although I could be wrong. But even so, I think the color definition could be a little bit crisper on that. I like the choice of a hairpiece. I think it's the best one that I can think of for Pam, even though her hair is typically, I don't know, there's a little bit more frizz to it, I guess, but no, this is fine. This works well. Yeah, she's got her kind of sly expression there, and then bewildered here as well. And again, really nice detail printing there for the way that the lipstick is kind of applied a little bit above the expression there, the little line between the eyebrows. Really fun stuff, and just a real treat. So yeah, this is another great rendition. And there's Pam. Next up we have Stanley Hudson, the voice of a disgruntled labor generation. I absolutely love Stanley. He comes with his crossword puzzle there, and then it'd be so fun if they actually had like readable text and you could actually solve this crossword. That would be amazing, but I think probably the legibility would be an issue with this scale. We have the pretzel for Free Pretzel Day, of course. He's got his regular stern expression right there, and then on the other side he's got a stern with raised eyebrow expression. So no happy face for Stanley. Even when it's Pretzel Day, he doesn't get to be happy. Poor Stanley. But yeah, that seems appropriate for his character. He's you know, he's kind of known for being a grump, and you know, I think it's appropriate. Also, you know, the work there for the suit is pretty plain. There's not a ton going on in terms of detail for the clothing, but I think that it works really well, and I like the print for his tie. It's really good. So yeah, there's Stanley. Here we have Toby Flunderson. No, God! He's got his camera build here, a little camera accessory, which I like. There is a pretty simple but effective rendition of his suit here with the spotted tie. It looks really nice. The back is just kind of regular there with a couple of line details. But as far as the face and the hairpiece go, I don't know that there's a better hairpiece that exists within Lego, but this doesn't scream Toby to me. This is the first one where I kind of had to squint for a second to really know who it was that I was looking at. But of course, once you know, you know. But I don't know. I wish that there was a way. Obviously, we can always say like every single new character needs a new hairpiece and everything. But I think for the others so far, they've been captured so perfectly that this one just feels a tiny bit off to me. But it's, you know, as far as like a thinning hair, kind of receding hairline kind of a guy, this is a good hairpiece for that. Obviously got the widow's peak in there. And yeah, I mean, you know, Toby's kind of got his mild-mannered, like slight annoyance expression and his slight joy expression, never really expressing the full range of emotion there, as Toby does. And you know, it's a reasonable figure. I think he needed to be in the set, although personally, I would like to swap this character out for an Andy Bernard. If I had to lose one character from the set and switch it, that would be the one. But yeah, there is Toby Flunderson. Next up is Phyllis, and this figure makes me so happy. I love the inclusion of the chopsticks there to represent the knitting needles. I love her outfit with the big scarf, and just the general, they somehow managed to make her clothes look flowy and billowy like they are in the show. I don't know how they achieved that look, but really, really great. And the extra mile here effort of including a clear tile with the printing on it for the knitting is absolutely fantastic. She's got even some metallic printing on the back there to represent that continuing pattern of the scarf. And then her facial expressions are just about right to me. I think the hair also works perfectly. And she's a very happy kind of happy-go-lucky person. And yeah, nothing's gonna get Phyllis down. I absolutely love this figure. It brings me so much joy. And next up is Kevin. Kevin comes with his the bold hair cap piece, which I think is absolutely perfect for him, and it's got the black hair, which I don't believe I've ever seen before. This particular combo of prints. He's got the really nice kind of mellow expression there, which I love, and of course the representation here for his chili, using the big trash can to represent that. And there's two different kinds of, so there's dark red tiles and dark orange rounded plates in there, and those represent the contents of the chili that you can of course spill out. And trust me, you will. If you move the set around, this is another one of those things that just falls off, and you have to look for it on the ground and make sure that you don't lose it. It's kind of a pain, but it's also kind of awesome. He does have the slightly dull white color there for the shirt, which I do wish could have been a tiny bit more crisp. But I like the pattern there for his tie once again. I like that they gave like how far down they printed there the detail for the underside of his chin. That's really funny. And then no alternate face. Unfortunately, I think that was a bit of a miss because he does have hair that could cover up a good deal of that. I understand that with how far down they printed it, you would have seen a little bit of the mouth poking through, but Lego's done worse. I've definitely seen worse offenders for that in the past. So I would have loved to see, a slightly frustrated expression for when he drops his chili, so he doesn't just look pleasantly happy when that happens. But overall, I think a really solid rendition here for Kevin. So there he is. Here we have Creed. This is one of the dark horse characters in the show for me that kind of snuck up on me and ended up becoming one of my absolute favorites. His facial expression is absolutely delightful. I mean, just look how happy he is. Look at that guy. And the fact that he's so mysterious in the show and we really don't know much about him. If his real name even is Creed. I know that he loves scuba and he eats these mung beans, which I think this is such a fun build here from mung beans. Never thought I'd get that in an official Lego set. The fact that he's bold means that he doesn't have any alternate expression, which unlike Kevin, I'm okay with. And then, yeah, the detailing in here for the suit and the subtle printing of the black on the dark blue, I think works really well. So this is a great one. Absolutely love Creed, and so glad that he came in the set because he could have easily been skipped over. And here we have Meredith. She is being harassed by the bat that was in the one episode that was stuck, kind of stuck in the ceiling above her desk, and came down and started attacking her. And she comes with a coffee cup as well. No printing on that one, so that's actually a really useful piece. You can use that for a lot of different coffee shop type scenarios. And I really like the detailing here on her sweater. She's got a lot of different colors, a lot of different patterning. It's a really comfy looking sweater, so that's awesome. The hair and the combination and everything of that and the facial expression kind of gives her the look of maybe like a Ginny Weasley. She kind of, again, it's hard to capture. I mean, it's definitely harder to capture Meredith any better than this, but there's just not really, that's not one of those characters that translates so instantly that you know what it is, but the bat helps a lot. Once you see that, it kind of really sells the character. So yeah, I like her grimacing expression here, so she can actually respond to what's happening with the bat. And I like her kind of sassy and sort of sarcastic face here for this other side here. I think those are both really nice. Again, it's just one of those characters that's hard to Legoify because she doesn't really have that many distinguishing features, but I think the choice of accessory was genius. Yeah, so there is Meredith. And next up is Ryan. Ryan shares the same shirt print as Jim, and I think that was okay. I mean, it's the same type of thing that he wears, although, Jim is known for being a lot more kind of loose and kind of carefree. So I think that does take a little bit away from his specialness there, but he does come with a cell phone. I'm having him hold it backwards here so that he can hold it closer to his ear, but obviously the correct way around is this way. And yeah, he's got the alternate expression with, so this is great for temp Ryan, and then for when he climbs the corporate ladder, he grows this this beard, or it gets this stubble look, and I think that's absolutely amazing and looks so good and so perfect for his character for that. So I'm really glad that they included corporate ladder climber Ryan, because if he had just been, the temp and he had a slightly different expression, that would have definitely not been as good. This character goes through such growth and change over the course of the season, so I really love that they nodded to that. So yeah, there's Ryan. I just would have loved an exclusive shirt print for him that's a little bit more kind of buttoned up, a little bit more kind of tight collared. But other than that, he's fine. And the cell phone is also a perfect accessory for him. He just Lego needs to figure out a way to do a Bluetooth headset, and then that'd be perfect. So yeah, there's Ryan, another fun fig. And here's Oscar. He looks absolutely perfect. He has a calculator for his accessory, which again is absolutely perfect. I love the look of his purple shirt there and the tie. His expression is great. The hair is great. The alternate expression is great. It screams Oscar. This is a perfect rendition of this character. Absolutely nailed it. Nothing much to say more beyond that. This is perfect. Next up is Angela. And I really love Angela's little silver cat pin that she has there. That's so perfect. All the subtle detailing there, like the little scarf neckerchief thing. Her facial expression, really nice as well. And I love that she comes with the painting with the babies playing saxophones, which everybody hates, but she just loves for some reason. And then her alternate expression, I really love the way that they added these little subtle lines on the side of her mouth that just really evoke the actress's face when she's smiling. That's a really wonderful expression there. And again, the hairpiece feeling kind of somewhat generic because so many Lego characters use this same piece. She almost looks like a Harry Potter villain or something. But I don't know what else you could really do to capture Angela. And the fact that she comes with her cat, in the filing cabinet and this painting as well is really nice. So yeah, I think this is a really decent stab, and I really like the production work on it. Next up, we have Kelly Kapoor, and of course I showed you already, she came with the birthday cake accessory there, and I really like the bright, vibrant colors used for her clothing. I love her sassy expression, and the hair color there the hairpiece is really perfect for Kelly. Just absolutely love this kind of ruffly section right here. The back side here, very plain, with just an indication of some shaping around the torso. But yeah, I really like it. And then the back here has her very exuberant face, which again is so perfect for Kelly. This is a really nice one, and actually very recognizable, and I'm really glad that they used the skin tone that they used. I think it's one of the newer kind of medium brown colors that they have in their palette, and I think it works really well for Kelly. So yeah, really nailed it on this one as well. And then next up we have Daryl. I like that they gave us a kind of nod to the warehouse down below, and his accessory here is the Terry's Takeout menu, which is an actual real restaurant in the area that you can actually order food from. And it's one of those things where the production wanted to get real restaurants in the area to kind of offer up their takeout menus and stuff, and actually put them in the show. So that's really cool. I like Daryl's expression a lot. He's very kind of cool and collected. All of Michael's tomfoolery kind of makes his job harder, but he always grins and bears it, so I love that. The hairpiece is really good. I think that the fact that they gave us the torso with almost no indication, or just a very slight indication of skin tone in there, means that we can actually have other warehouse workers. You can swap out the hands and the head and use the same uniform, and it won't kind of look off or anything like that. So I think that's a really good decision on their part. But they do still have just a sliver of the brown color in there, but it just kind of looks like an outline from a distance. So yeah, that works really well. And then just the simple kind of detailing on the back here. Look at this little square that they included. That's fun. Just below the collar there. And yeah, this is a great, super useful character, and the uniform particularly, I think you can really use in a lot of situations. And then for alternate face, we have none. Once again, I think that's slightly disappointing, again, given that he does have the opportunity for it with the hair. No alternate face there, but there you go. That's Daryl. All right, so final thoughts on The Office as we kind of come to a close here on this mammoth review. If you've stuck around this far, I really commend you, and I thank you for doing so. This is a really wonderful love letter to The Office that happens to be done in Lego. The fact that they give us basically an entire collectible minifigure series just of characters from The Office, and they're all exclusive to this set. And the fact that they've gone to such lengths to include so many little tiny details and Easter eggs and really, really faithful little nods to the show obviously shows that LEGO cares a lot and they wanted to get this right for their fans. And the people that they assigned to make the set really care and really did their best. So it's to be commended for sure. The fact that this is removable is fantastic. The fact that they've included so much ample seating, even for the characters who don't have their offices or their desks represented, is really, really great. I would have loved to see this whole section here extend out maybe 6 studs and just include some of the areas there in the back for characters to be able to sit. But I understand that obviously they can't put everything. You can't have the warehouse downstairs. You can't have the parking lot outside the building. I get it. You know, you got to draw the line somewhere. And I think that what they did choose to include here was really great, and I think that they've done a really fantastic and admirable job. So I really don't have much to complain about with this set. I think this is an absolute slam dunk. If you're a fan of The Office, and if seeing this building represented in LEGO form brings you joy and makes you feel nostalgic and makes you want to go to Netflix and binge the show again, then I say this is an absolute slam dunk for you, and you're going to love it. Moving the set around is not too much of a pain. Like I did mention, there are some elements that will get knocked off and some little tiny accessories that you might lose along the way. The floor itself is sturdy enough. It holds itself together okay if you pick it up with 2 hands, but it will flex, and particularly in this section where there's not a lot of support structure, there's really just a few plates thickness under the floor here, or the floor plus 1 extra thickness of plate. It does mean that this whole section here wants to kind of buckle a little bit. And even the sections that have like walls and that are more sturdy, they do kind of flex a little bit just because there's not that much supporting it. So just do be careful when you move it around. That's really my only note of caution. But the way that they designed it to be relatively flat and square, so you can place it up against walls or shelves with kind of limited space, I think was a real good decision. And I think I would call this a complete success. The only thing I could really ask for from something like this is just for it to be more reliant on LEGO than on stickered detail and on Easter eggs from the show. And by that I mean just expanding out more types of builds, more kind of inter-office accessories and things that are brick built that don't rely so much on stickered fun little nods to the show. But, I think everything that you want to see from the main floor of the office and Michael's office and the conference room, it's all here, and I really can't complain. So, very, very minor gripes and critiques there. I think most of the figures are done expertly. Really, really like that there's just so many of them, and the actual space that they've created here is really wonderful to look at as well. If you're a fan of The Office, this is a no-brainer. You're going to love this set. I think kids aren't going to get very much out of this at all. I think any kid who's seen The Office might, put it together and just kind of be like, oh, okay, it's The Office. But I don't know. As a Lego toy, it doesn't really have that appeal. It's very much so a collector's piece that is designed to trigger your nostalgia from watching the show all those years. And all the little tiny sticker details are meant to really, really get you thinking and get you reminiscing about the show, and they do a great job of that. So definitely would give this a skip for anybody who's a younger fan, adults who grew up watching The Office or who've gotten into it recently, binging it during COVID. This makes for a fantastic gift. I think you're going to be an absolute rock star if you give this as a gift to somebody who's an Office fan. It's going to be a total slam dunk. One final thing that I did forget to mention, this right here is the drawing or the painting that Pam did of Dunder Mifflin, which Michael Scott purchased and framed on the wall. I know that I missed that out on my overview, and I just wanted to call it out now. So there you go, just another fantastic little detail to get you all emotional about the show. So that's going to be it for my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me on this very long review. I know that there was a ton to go over, and I probably still missed a bunch of stuff, but those are kind of my overall thoughts. I'm so glad that I have this set. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy looking at it. Probably not going to take it apart for quite a long time. And that's all you need to say, really. If that's how you feel about a set, then you know that it's a success. All right, guys, so I'm going to get to work on the next video. I have lots more custom mocks, set reviews, and other things on the way for you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to help to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.